Guys, oh, it's been so long since I've done a video and I feel so bad. It's been pretty crazy last few weeks and month or so. We are in our new house and we've been here for about, I guess, a little over a month now. And this is my new office and my favorite picture ever of me and Casey. Funny story about this picture. I had it blown up when I first bought my condo and it was just me and Casey. We had it in our living room. And then as she got older and then when we moved in with Jordan, we moved it to her bedroom and she loved it. And then as she's gotten older, she kind of gets embarrassed about me kissing her. So when we moved here, she was like, "You can put that away if you want." And I was like, "No, I'm not putting it away. I love it." So I put it in my office. So I am in my new office now, and this is where I get to do my videos. I don't have to do it sitting in my bedroom anymore. And I just got myself this new cool thing. I'm trying to make myself, I don't know, have better videos and stuff like that. So I got this Amazon ring, and it's like a light as well as this thing. So I'm just going to show you here. I can like turn it up and turn it down, so it's kind of cool. So I just don't have to worry about what the lighting is like outside. So it's good to see you guys and it's good to connect. Just kind of an update of what's been going on in my life since I've done a video. I went to Toronto. We went to the national conference, which was amazing. And now that I'm on the board of directors, I got to see kind of what goes on in the background. And man, oh man, is there a lot of work put into these events. So it was very busy and it was very hectic. But it was so rewarding and it was so cool to meet people that I've talked to online and reconnect with people that I've met over the years. And I always say this, but it's so cool. If you ever get a chance to go to a conference, it's so neat to be in a room full of people that just understand what you've been through, and you can answer questions and ask questions. And yeah, like I said, it's amazing. I also did my conferences where I talked about my journey with GBS. So that was really cool as well. So an update health wise, well, I've been better to say the least. That's how it goes when you've had GBS, is it can just be kind of this roller coaster of what your residuals are like. So they can ebb and flow, and some days you feel great and some days not so much. And just with everything that's been going on in my life, with moving, getting settled into the house, unpacking, all the conferences, so I've been traveling a lot. And then my ex-husband's father passed away, Casey's grandpa, and it was very sudden and it was tragic. And then Casey's hamster died right after that. So it's just been a lot going on, a lot of sadness and stress. And that can have a very negative impact on somebody that's had GBS and just dealing with those residuals. For me, when I take on too much or when I've got too much going on in my life, then it stresses me out. And then it kind of leads into fatigue and it kind of wears me down and makes me feel worse and worse. And then because I'm not able to do as much as I want to, or as much as I usually can do, then it makes me feel even shittier. And then that leads into anxiety and even more stress, which then leads into nerve pain. And it just makes you even more tired. And it's just like this vicious circle that it's very hard to get out of once you're in it. And it's hard having a chronic illness. Now, there's differences in opinions on whether GBS is classified as a chronic illness. Theoretically, it's not. CIDP would be the chronic version of GBS. But the residuals that we deal with can be very similar, and they can go up and down, and you still have to listen to your body in the same way that somebody who has a chronic illness. So I just can't compare it to that and say that I do have one. Whether you have had GBS or you have CIDP or you have another chronic illness, I think the number one thing we have to do is just learn to listen to our bodies and not take on too much. And that can be really hard, especially when you've got day-to-day activities and you've got responsibilities that we all have to attend to. But when you see a trigger or you see signs that you're approaching some severe fatigue, then you have to slow it down and you have to prioritize and figure out what sort of things do you have to get done today and what sort of things can you kind of put on the back burner for a little bit. There's a lot of things I think that we think is urgent, but it's not. So just really listening to your body. And then not beating yourselves up. I know I already have a video on fatigue, so if you want to check that one out on my channel. But I just say it again, we have to learn not to beat ourselves up. I'm the worst for that. I kind of get into this funk when I have fatigue and when I have nerve pain too, and when I get dealing with that brain fog. I think is the worst. And it kind of puts you into like this depressed state where you feel so bad that you can't do the normal things that somebody else can do or that you can do on a good day. But we've had a disease or we have a disease, and we have to not beat ourselves up, and we have to accept that our bodies are just not the same anymore. And I know this is kind of a random video. I'm not talking about anything kind of specific. I just wanted to pop on and say hey and talk to you guys kind of about what's been going on in my life and why I haven't done a video in so long. And because I feel guilty. Like I feel guilty that I can't do these videos all the time, or that I can't answer questions for people, or that I just can't keep up in my day-to-day life. And I think a lot of people feel that when they've had GBS, especially when they feel like they look okay and they have recovered and they should be able to keep up. But I just keep doing these videos and I keep talking about it so that people realize that you're not alone. There's a lot of people that have recovered almost completely and still deal with the issues. And sometimes I also feel guilty because I feel like I shouldn't be complaining because I've recovered so well. And there's people that have had it far worse than I did and haven't recovered completely, and I just feel like maybe I shouldn't be complaining about these fatigue or these hard days and the days that I deal with nerve pain and stuff like that. But I do like to talk about it just to remind everybody that we all go through bad days. We all go through good, whether that's whatever you're dealing with, whether that's an illness or whether you're dealing with something else in our lives. And I think the number one thing is we just have to remember to keep moving forward, take it one day at a time. There's going to be bad days. It's going to be good days too. And you just take the good with the bad and you just keep moving forward and you just start over every new day. Anywho, that's it for me today. Thank you guys all for watching as usual, and I do hope that I can start getting into these again more often because I like doing them, and it's really cool to kind of connect with people. And I've had so many people reach out to me and just be like, thank you so much. You're bringing so much awareness for GBS and you're answering my questions and making me feel not so alone. So I'm going to keep doing them. I always say if you have any questions or you would like me to talk about something specific, reach out to me. Reach out to me either on Instagram, Facebook, or my email, which is up on my website. And I can't always answer right away because it depends on how I feel that day. But I do try to get to all my messages at some point during the week. So you can find me there. Talk to you guys soon.